As I wrapped up my workday and began my usual route home, thoughts of stopping by the convenience store for snacks crossed my mind. Stepping out of the station, a figure caught my eye, and I instinctively halted in my tracks. There stood Elizabeth, my ex-wife whom I had parted ways with a decade ago. As she saw me, a smile spread across her face, and she waved. I cautiously approached her, glancing around. "Why are you here?" I asked as she handed me an envelope. My name was printed neatly on the white envelope. I turned it over, murmuring, "Is this?" "Yes, it's an invitation to our daughter Jessica's wedding," Elizabeth confirmed. Jessica, our daughter, who should be 23 now, in her third year of work after graduating from vocational school, had found someone special. "Hasn't she?" Elizabeth said with a smile, though she seemed a bit unwell. "Are you okay?" "I'm managing," she replied with a troubled smile, looking away, her tell when she lied. "I really want you to be there, but your parents won't approve, will they?" "I'll handle it," I assured her. "This is a request from Jessica and me. Come to the wedding, Jonathan." How could I refuse a request from them? "Okay, I'll be there." "Really? That's great," Elizabeth said, her smile unchanged. Her smile still made my heart race. Our divorce hadn't been out of hatred. I still had feelings for Elizabeth. "Noted," I said. "Take care of yourself." "Thank you, you too." She disappeared into the crowd, leaving me with the invitation in my hand. Continuing on my way home, I thought about my daughter's upcoming wedding. Jessica, whom Elizabeth and I had cherished and raised together. What kind of person had she chosen? Someone kind and dependable who would love her a lot, no doubt. The thought warmed my heart. A week later, my ex-wife Elizabeth passed away due to illness. As I waited for the mourning period to pass, it coincided with the originally planned wedding date for Jessica. I attended the wedding ceremony as intended. However, upon entering the venue, I was met with an angry shout from my father-in-law. He stormed towards me, his face red with rage, and grabbed me by the collar. "What the heck are you doing here?" he bellowed. "Long time no see, Mr. Johnson. You dare show up here so casually? Know your place. Today is Jessica's wedding." "I've been properly invited," I replied, trying to remain calm. "Shut up! A low life like you shouldn't keep bothering Jessica," he snapped back. The confrontation escalated. Elizabeth's parents, who were proud business owners, had always opposed my marriage to Elizabeth due to my orphan status and home-based work. "Mr. Miller, I hope you brought a proper gift," someone chimed in. "Of course, but this is for the bride and groom, not for you." "I'll present it later," I replied. "What? A bottom feeder like you can only afford a friend's gift amount?" My father-in-law burst into a loud, vulgar laugh. Just then, Jessica emerged from the dressing room, beaming with joy. "You came? Mom said you'd definitely come," she exclaimed happily upon seeing me. "Of course, I wouldn't miss my beloved daughter's wedding," I replied. "Stay away from Jessica, you low-life," my father-in-law intervened, stepping between us. "What's the problem, Mr. Johnson? Jessica was waiting for me, right?" I tried to reason with him. "Move aside, Grandpa. You shouldn't call such a man your father. He'd abandoned you and Elizabeth," he accused me. I raised my voice in surprise. "You just said abandoned." "Yeah, that's right. You're just a shut in who does nothing but play on the computer all day. You left Elizabeth and Jessica to fend for themselves and never did anything fatherly," he continued harshly. "Who told you that?" I saw it with my own eyes. "A man should be the pillar of the family, work outside all day. You never did that," he accused, his words cutting deep. He began a long-winded, outdated lecture, and I could feel my patience snapping. "Let's ask Jessica," I interjected. "Was I such a negligent father?" "No way. You always worked from home, took care of Mom when she was sick, took us to aquariums and zoos on days off, and celebrated anniversaries at our favorite restaurant. You were the best parents," Jessica affirmed. "That's right, Mr. Johnson." My daughter's words struck a nerve with my father-in-law. his face turning red with fury. Jessica, who do you think raised you to this point? Are you trying to embarrass me? He lashed out. I was raised by Mom and Dad. That didn't change even after they separated, Jessica declared, hugging me tightly. Why did you divorce Mom? Why did I have to live with Grandma and Grandpa? Jessica, stay away from her. Poverty is contagious, my father-in-law sneered. It's terrible of you to speak that way about Dad. Enough, Jessica, he threatened, trying to separate us. Calm down, Grandpa. The groom intervened as he arrived at the scene. Mr. Smith, I apologize for the intrusion. This unemployed man of lower status will be promptly removed by me. Don't worry. No, you're Jessica's father, right? I haven't had the chance to greet you yet, I tried to explain. Ah, no need. A future CEO like you shouldn't bow your head to such a man. My father-in-law positioned himself to block me from the groom's view. Mr. Miller, Jessica's fiancé comes from a distinguished family and is set to be a CEO. Someone unemployed like you isn't fit to speak to him, he insisted. As the groom leaned forward, trying to get a glimpse of me, he exclaimed in surprise, Mr. Miller, you are possibly Mr. Smith. Peter, I can't believe Jessica's father is Mr. Miller, the groom realized. Peter, you know Dad? You know him? He owns the parent company of our business, Peter explained. Huh. At Peter's words, my father-in-law let out a foolish sound. Owner? This man is unemployed. I've mentioned several times that I am the president of a company that operates without an office. My home is my office, and I can work from anywhere. That's impossible. How outdated are your thoughts? Peter responded, dropping a bombshell. Mr. Miller is a prominent figure, even listed on the global billionaire rankings. With these revelations, my in-laws were visibly shaken. Now that I had revealed my true identity, it didn't change much. In fact, I had mentioned my circumstances several times before, but they'd probably never listened. Turning to Jessica, I addressed her earlier question. Jessica, what did your grandparents tell you? I asked. They said I was unemployed and without money, so I abandoned Mom and you. As I recounted my side of the story, I glared at the in-laws. When Mom needed long-term hospitalization, I signed the consent forms they sneaked in divorce papers, hiding the text. I was deceived into signing. I tried to dispute it as fraud at the office, but it was no use. The Johnsons had manipulated everything behind the scenes. Mom and I were forcibly separated and never allowed to see each other. As the truth unfolded, Jessica broke down in tears. Mr. Smith, observing the pale-faced Johnsons, glared at them. How could you misunderstand Mr. Miller, insult him, and make my beloved Jessica so sad? He demanded. I didn't know. I had no idea Mr. Miller was such an incredible man, stammered my father-in-law. That's right. If we knew you had money, we would have, began my mother-in-law, but Mr. Smith cut her off. Money, that's all you think about, ignorant old folks. Don't think you'll get away with this, Mr. Smith declared, making a phone call. It's me. Yes, cancel the investment in Johnson Commerce immediately, Mr. Smith instructed. W what? My father-in-law pleaded. Mr. Smith, please, not that, my mother-in-law added. After a few more calls, Mr. Smith looked at the Johnsons with disdain. Your small company's pride. I'll crush it right now. But it won't even come close to the pain Jessica and Mr. Miller have endured. I'm sorry, he said firmly. Here, I admit it, Mr. Miller. No, Lord Miller, you're a respectable father, my father-in-law conceded. That's right. You have money. You can help us, my mother-in-law chimed in. Security, please escort these people out, Mr. Smith commanded. Security officers promptly escorted the Johnsons away. My mother-in-law screamed about money until the end. Suddenly, my father-in-law became very submissive towards me. Our family had been torn apart by them. Jessica, I'm sorry. I must have caused you a lot of pain. I apologize to my daughter. No, not at all. You know, Dad, I think Mom knew that this would happen at my wedding with you and Peter, Jessica said with a laugh. Just like Elizabeth used to say, our hero will protect you, I added. Ha, I see. I couldn't help but look up to the heavens, almost seeing her image walking down the aisle, something I had always dreamed of, I mused. Elizabeth, you must have wanted to see this, right, Dad? Jessica asked. Yes, Peter is just like you, you know. Oh, he's handsome, works hard. My hero, Jessica continued, somewhat tickled. Then you'll surely be a great couple. Congratulations, Jessica, I said with pride. Thank you, Jessica replied, taking her final step towards Peter. I felt like I could see Elizabeth gently pushing her forward,